Floridians know the cost of hurricane destruction. Last season, we got lucky. But luck doesn't protect your home. Fortunately, Storm Smart has dependable custom hurricane protection products. Hurricane screens, accordion shutters, aluminum roll-down shutters, flood mitigation systems. Because protected beats lucky every time. Be safe, be smart, be Storm Smart.
Streaming from the Tampa Bay 28 Weather Center in Studio A, this is Dennis Phillips Live. Brought to you by Storm Smart. Protect every opening of your home.
How you doing, everybody? Bolts up 1-0 over the Canadiens of Montreal. I'll tell you, it was Montreal. It is a very fast-paced game, and Montreal was kind of, I don't want to say dominating, but they definitely had more shots on goal than the Bolts did. But Brandon Hagel comes through, I believe, with his third goal of the playoffs, and they are already up 1-0. It looks as though there are a couple of guys in the penalty box have got the game on the spot, which if you are watching on DPL tonight, you are not watching DPL on the spot because the Bolts game is on. So the way you should do it, go turn your TV on, watch the spot, watch the Bolts take on the Canadiens. I will tell you that the Bolts have never lost a game when I am wearing this hoodie, because I've never worn this hoodie before when the Bolts have been playing that I know of. But I did change from my other hoodie in hopes. You know, I was watching The Pit, the show on HBO Max, and I started watching it about a week ago. I'm almost done with it. And it was funny because there is one part of it where in the ER, when somebody says quiet, it is no longer quiet. And they're like, you never, ever say that word. And during hurricane season, that is something that I hear. I'm not a superstitious guy at all. But when you say things are quiet in the tropics, inevitably somebody will say, don't use the Q word. Do not use the Q word. And you know what? There are some clearly medical professionals believe you should never use the Q word. But yeah, I have been watching that show of late, and it is ridiculously intense. And you know, some people, I mean, I get it. It's wait a minute here. Let's see, what do I got here? I was gonna say here. Let's do this because I'm trying to use these here. So let's see if I can do this. Add. Let me see if this works. I'm trying to add these social media comments on here. Add to level 3. It's a lot of buttons to press, but it's kind of cool when it works. Like, watch. So all of a sudden, you know, if somebody has a comment, I can then just hit bloop, like that, and boop, it pops up. And watch The Pit all the time. If you love it, also watch DR. Yes. So I watched DR back in the 90s, and it is an irony that the star of The Pit was a resident in the show ER. So I'm sure you all know, you know, Robbie in The Pit was the young doctor resident guy in the ER. I can't remember his name. Noah, obviously, the actor's name, who's won a lot of Emmys on the role so far. But Anyway, still 1-0 with 9 minutes left in the first period. It looks like the Bolts are on a power play with 1:15 left. So since we're not on TV, and I'm still, by the way, I'm still not getting comments on Facebook, on TV, scrolling through. I don't know what they did. I don't know why it has happened, but a lot of people are saying that it's the same thing. So, but it does work fine on my phone. So, Sherry, how you doing from Newport Richie? Nice to see you. He was Dr. Carter in ER, says Heather. Yes, he was. He was that young guy. I remember. And Dr. Beachgem, you know what, Charlotte, that is a great idea. I met Dr. Beachgem at the Pointer Institute's Bowtie Bar where they honored our hurricane coverage, and she was awesome. And she's got 11 billion followers on TikTok. And you know what, I need to, where is my producer / handler, Jocelyn? We need to get Dr. Beachgem on. By the way, I have a question for you guys. And I'm on a text thread with my family right now asking this question. And I'm going to ask you as well. So my daughter Ryan is saying, because people just want to look cool. If you've noticed on TikTok, and we are live on TikTok right now, by the way, and we are live on Instagram, so maybe even on Instagram you guys can comment as well. What's up with the fuzzy microphones that you hold when you do TikTok videos? Allie Blake, our morning traffic girl who also does, you know, lots of other shifts as well. She's kind of like if you're a former Rays fan, she's like the Ben Zobrist of our weather department, because Ben Zobrist was the guy that played every position, right? And Allie is kind of that player. She fills in on all positions. But I have noticed that on TikTok and on Facebook, she uses a little fuzzy mics, and she'll hold it like this. And it's really hard for me to get past, it's really difficult for me to hear what she's saying or what anybody's saying, because I'm just enamored with those fuzzy microphones. So what's up with them? Like, why don't they just clip the microphones on your shirt or whatever, like we've done for 100 years? I'm watching the game here. Still 1-0. Montreal, it's a good series. It's going to be a good series. I mean, I bet this goes 7. But anyway, like why? And Ryan says big influencers do it. Why? Tell me why. Because I find it, I mean, they're pretty and they're cute and they're fuzzy, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like you'll hold the microphone up and they're holding it like this and it's big and fuzzy. Explain me that. I don't understand it. All right. So, Denise, how you doing? Good to see you. Mary, good to see you. Yeah, still saying no scrolling on the laptop, so there's definitely something going on with that. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and jump into some graphics, talk a little bit about some weather, and then we'll talk about whatever y'all want to talk about on Instagram, as well as Facebook, as well as TikTok, because we are live on TikTok. So this is a graphic that we just posted. Let's get rid of the, hold on, let's get rid of the, that social media comment. I do like to show it. I think it's pretty cool, but zoop, there it goes. Goodbye. All right, so these are the expected fire potential areas for the month of May, and it is clearly a Florida and a Southeast coast thing with the drought continuing. I mean, the two go hand in hand. Look, there's the fire dangers that are an issue, and watch what happens. They completely coincide with the drought numbers. I do find it interesting. Well, Anna Maria, that's what a windscreen does. So it's not absorbing the P for the pop. That's just what any windscreen is designed to do. So I want to know why they're so fuzzy. That's what I want to know. Why are they fuzzy? Anyway, there's a look at the drought. Now I want to show, you know what, I'll show you something in a second. So the drought numbers are highest in the Big Bend and also in, oh, so Alicia's just scrolling. Now, Alicia, is yours scrolling on the computer or is yours scrolling on the phone? Because mine is scrolling on the phone, but not on the computer. let's call up the fire map because David wants to know what the current fire situation is. And that is a good call, David. David, that is a good call. So let's go ahead and just take a look at what's going on with the current fire situation. All right. There is Florida, and we got lots of fires burning. Holy cow. Lots of fires burning. The red color are active fires, all right? The brown color are controlled fires. Now, I'm going to show you something. Yeah, on the phone, they're working. The phone is scrolling, but not on the computer. That is the thing. Yeah, Debbie, now, okay, they're on mine as well, but are they scrolling on the laptop? That's what I want to know. I want to show you guys something. Before we get back into the fires, I do want to show you something, because there are some fires showing up on radar. So check this out. So we're going to go ahead and scroll down here and go back, and there it is. So look at what's going on down south of Port Charlotte, south of Punta Gorda. Got a little fire going right there. That's the smoke, easterly wind, so the smoke is moving west. But right now, I'm not seeing it anymore with the radar, but there was a period of time it was coming pretty good, right about there. All right? So, Anna Maria, I don't care that the Yankees are up 1-0. I could care less that the Yankees are up 1-0 over the Red Sox. Zero cares. All right, so let's go back and look at the fire areas, all right? So the one that we were looking at is right there, and 45 acres, it is now 75% contained. All right? So that's the one. And then there's the other one on the other side of the river, and that's a little one, and that's mostly contained as well. Comments are not scrolling on laptops. Yep. Exactly. So it is Kevin, I don't care. Kevin's a Yankees fan too, apparently. It's got a delayed penalty coming up on Montreal, so that's good. So the Bolts are going to be in another power play. Now, here's one that's going, it's only 2 acres. So you notice there are a lot more fires out there today, but the majority of them are still pretty small. Here's one in Hardee County. So just 1/3 of an acre. So, unfortunately, someone drops a cigarette butt. Now, this one was 20 acres in Hernando County, but 95% contained. Here's one. This has been going around on Liquid Ranch. On Starkey Ranch, rather. And this one is 90 acres. And there's a lot of people in that area reporting a lot of smoke in that area. Why is there a ban button needed? I can't ban anybody because I can't see any comments. See, this is unfortunately the issue now that we have because these comments are not scrolling. So, anyway, there's a fight going on in the game now. And there's a pretty good rumble. Pretty good fight going on right now. And, pretty good fight. All right, so you can watch it on the Spot. Tune into the Spot to watch they're still going at it. This is a pretty decent fight. All right, so in Spring Hill, 20 acres, 95% contained. Citrus County, near Black Diamond, 3.5 acres, 95% contained. But the majority of the fires, I know up in Gainesville, there's quite a few around Gainesville as well. This one's 106 acres on North Main. Wow. So, you know what? This one was as of last night, last report, but this was over 100 acres and it was 25% contained. And I know a lot of people in Gainesville who actually were reporting smelling smoke. So, and these are just at or north of Gainesville. Oh, look, Corey Perry's in the middle of it. Of course he is. Corey Perry loves to rumble. Corey Perry loves to tangle. And there's, oh man, they're trash talking. Oh, this is good stuff. This is good stuff. You need to turn on the spot because Jake Gensel's in it. I was never a Gensel fan because he played a lot for the Penguins, and I did not like the Penguins growing up. So I've always disliked anyone who played for the Penguins, but now he plays for the Bolts. But yeah, this is a good-sized fight. And Corey Perry is still trash talking. He's still talking. Anyway, all right, let's get back to what we're talking about. What were we talking about? Oh, that's right, the rain, the lack thereof. All right. So, all right. No rain going on right now. Temperatures right now. And by the way, if you were watching last night, you were prepared for that snuggle alert. We gave, not a mandatory snuggle alert, mind you, it was a voluntary snuggle alert, but we did indeed have a snuggle alert issued, and it dropped down into the low to middle 40s in our northern counties last night, this morning, Hernando and Citrus. So if you were watching, you were prepared. But I want to know, how many of you all opened up your door this morning and you're like, whoa, when did it get this cold? And went right back in and put on the jacket or the hoodie. I want to know, because I bet there were a lot of you, because it was chilly this morning. Okay. All right. Let's get back to the forecast. By the way, tomorrow I'm going to be talking to the folks at Feeding Tampa Bay. And you know me, we've had them on a lot. I love the folks at Feeding Tampa Bay. The person who runs their media, Shannon, she's awesome. She does like to say, okay, well, tell Dennis to talk about this, and tell Dennis, look, if you talk to Jocelyn, my producer/handler, she knows you never know what I'm going to talk about, but it will be fine. It will be fine. It'll be interesting. There'll be good conversation, but will it go in the direction that you think it will? Unlikely, but it will still be fine, okay? Because you know, the people that like to run the show, they like, okay, you know, I want to make it like this and make it like this, and I am the antithesis of that. You know this. I'm just like, yeah, I'll just get up there and start talking, and it will be fine. So tomorrow, I'm talking to the folks at Feeding Tampa Bay. There's a thing going on. I can't remember exactly what it is, but I know I'm supposed to be there by 10:30, and I'm talking at 11 to 11:30, and it will be fine. It just does. It makes me laugh. All right. Let's go back. Where were we? Still on a commercial break, by the way. All right. Temperatures right now, mid to upper 70s to around 80 degrees. St. Pete, 80. Clearwater, 79. 75 in Riverview. Bartow at 73. Kurt's asking about Shea. I did not mention that. And I will tell you, I was kind of surprised that we didn't all, Shea did not want a party. Shea did not want a cake. Shea Ryan, meteorologist here 14 years, within Scripps for 19 years. I don't think the word is retired. I don't know if that's the appropriate word or not, but I don't think so, but I think she might be, they're showing these fights again. It's good fights. I think she's going to be going in a different direction. I think she'll still be in the public eye. I think she's very, very big within the celiac community. She's editor of some magazines, and she's really, really passionate about that. And she just wanted to be home with her family as much as she could. Her son's going away to college and wants to be home with her daughter. And I think that it was just time. So anyway, today was Shea's last day. And we were sad. And I thought for sure her and we both were going to be crying like crazy. But we held it together. I mean, Shea Ryan is literally one of the nicest people you will ever meet. And she's just like that in person as she is on TV. She's just a really wonderful individual. Love her more than anything. And going to miss her, but she's still local. She's not going anywhere. And I still told her, I'm like, Shea, I'm still going to be, in fact, I've been texting her right now. She's still going to be here, and she's still going to be I'll still be texting her at 3 in the morning if a hurricane's coming, just to make her feel, don't want you to feel like you're missing out, Shay. So 3 a.m., the text will come. All right, let's get back to weather. How have we even started about weather? So, Dennis, don't you think of having a last? No, I'm not going to be going anywhere. So I told you this a long time ago. If you don't see me on TV, it's because they dragged me out kicking and screaming. I forgot my band button. It's a true story. I mean, I love what I do. I love it here. As long as they want me here and want to keep me here, then I will be here because I love, this is my home and it's been for a long time. But the business is changing. Look, this is a perfect example right here of how the business is changing. People are watching to get their weather information on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, on X, on streaming, on live. Still 1-0. Canadians are now in a power play now for 1:34, and they're actually setting up the power play pretty well right now. As I'm watching it, I think personally play-by-play hockey has got to be the hardest thing. I could handle play-by-play baseball easily, football easily. Basketball would be a little trickier. But hockey would be really, really difficult. And the Canadians are still keeping it inside the zone. Bolts have been not able to clear it yet. And but anyway, so winds are still gusty. Tomorrow the winds will be less gusty than but anyway, the point is, I'm not going anywhere. If I'm not here, it more than likely was not my choice. So you'll just know that in advance. All right, so the winds will start to come down tomorrow. We've had a red flag warning, and a red flag warning just means it's super low humidity and gusty winds. Tomorrow, the winds start to come down, and I think probably we will no longer be in a red flag warning. Boy, they have been in the Lightning zone the entire power play, but they really haven't even got off a shot. So the Lightning are playing really good defense, but they've been unable to clear the puck, and the Canadians just scored. It is now 1-1 on that power play as we speak. And yeah, that was really difficult because, again, the Canadians had the puck in that Lightning zone the entire time. So it is 1-1, the Bolts and the Canadians. So, but anyway, what I was saying was, Shay is going to still be active in the community, and we will miss her desperately because Shay Ryan, I have a son named Shay and a daughter named Ryan. So what does that tell you? I mean, everything about Shay, I'm a fan of. All right, so let's go ahead and this morning, there it is. We started in the low to mid 40s in our northern counties. 45 Crystal River, 46 Inverness. It will not be as cold tomorrow morning. Highs today hit the low to middle 80s. Tied at 1, 3:45 left first period. Again, you can watch the game on the spot, and you should watch the game on the spot. 79, right? Look at the humidity. 29% is the humidity. Kevin wants to know if he can have the ban button if I leave. I'll probably sell it. I was gonna sell the original ban button and donate it to charity. Yeah, Charlotte, you are correct. A lot of people think they know how non-competes in this market work. They don't know. I mean, it's funny to read the people who think they really know. Non-competes in Florida will hold up. They just always have, and I know people say it's a right-to-work state. It's meaningless. There's so many reasons why non-competes are a thing. But a lot of people have one-year non-competes. Sometimes non-competes are based on the area and how far it is from where the transmitter is. It's a lot of things. But most on-air people in television and radio, for that matter, and other businesses have non-competes. And that's why sometimes you have to sit out a non-compete until your time is up, and then you can go work at another station within the market, or, I mean, it is a thing. But it always makes me chuckle to read people's comments on when they think they know how these non-competes work, and I'm telling you, most of them do not. 79 now, mostly sunny. Still some sunshine out there at this time of the night. 83 the high today. 84 is what's about normal. And so we were about right for this time of the year. Records 91 and 48. There's a look at the radar, pretty quiet. Sal, you've been watching the Sabres game. So you're a Buffalo fan, I see. Radar, Futurecast rather looks pretty good. Maybe a few clouds tomorrow. I do not look for any rain. I just think we're kind of locked into this pattern. Humidity will be increasing by the end of the week into the weekend. If you're really lucky, there might be a couple of showers inland, but overall, doubtful. And, it would be Highlands County, maybe Southern Polk. Highs ranging from the mid to upper 80s right on through the middle of next week, maybe even to the end of next week. But unfortunately, the rain chances, and there's another fight. No, there's just a little bit pushing and shoving, no fight yet. It's getting a little chippy out there, and which is a little interesting because typically in playoff hockey, you see fewer fights because you don't want to give up the penalty minutes. You don't want to give up the power play. I mean, sometimes if there is, you typically have it early in the game. Jason's asking about any rain for his newly sodded yard. Probably not. Probably not. But the rules are you can water a little bit more with new sod than you can with existing sod or existing grass. But you have to get like a special waiver approved. Because I was looking at it. I didn't get new sod, but I was actually looking at it. There's a delay on something. Look like they're looking at a replay. No, they're about to have the face off. All right. Anyway, so 73 the water temperature out there tomorrow. Southeast winds at 15 knots, seas 2 to 4 feet, moderate chop in the bay. Partly to mostly cloudy. There will be some clouds tomorrow, more than we had today. Those clouds, alas, will not bring us any rain. And there is the 7-day. Highs in the mid to upper 80s, morning lows low to mid 60s, 50s tomorrow, then 60s. And then back to nearly 70 by early next week for the morning low. And more penalties. Looks like a cross-check. And it was on Montreal, I believe. Let me see. Maybe not. Let me check. No, John Cooper's shaking his head, so that can't be good. It was definitely a cross-check. Might have been on the Bolts. Yeah, I think so. Oh. Yep. So what do we got going on here? Are there 2 Bolts in the penalty box? I can't tell. Well, maybe not. Maybe they didn't call a cross-check. Nope, it is a cross-check, yeah, and the Canadians are yet again on the power play. So, oh yeah, they will, Charlotte, I got a ticket a couple years ago. It was years ago, but I got a ticket watering at 3 in the morning. My sprinkler was broken. I didn't know that it was on. And it was a $158 ticket. In fact, that's the only traffic ticket I've ever had in my life. I've never had a moving violation, but I got a ticket because I was watering at 3:30 in the morning. My sprinkler was broken. I had no idea. So anyway, there's a minute 30 left in the period and about a minute 30 left in the power play. So that will end this first period. So anyway, that's about it. Again, showing you quickly where the fires are. We are in fire season, guys. It ain't going anywhere. We're going to be dealing with this probably even more so. Another fight. It's definitely getting chippy. But there's a look at where the active fires are. None are really threatening the Bay Area at this point directly, but it would not surprise me as we get into May if we don't see a significant uptick because of that. So we're going to continue on Facebook. Streamers, thanks for watching. We will be back tomorrow night. I don't know if we're on TV or not, on Dennis Phillips Live. Have a good night. Okay, streamers are out. Justin has a golf tournament to play in Friday at 2. You'll be fine. I doubt you see anything. Heather lives in the woods south. No one here to see anything. So Michael is talking about the draft on Thursday. It is in Pittsburgh. And the draft party is not at Ray J this year. The draft party is in St. Pete, which is kind of different, a little unusual. They usually have it at Ray J. I don't know if it's because there's a concert over there or not. I'm not really sure. No one has been banned, Michael. I do see you. Michael, you have not been banned. I do see you. I'm just kind of glancing over at the game. Bolts have done a pretty good job killing this one. Much better job than the last one. They've had control of this puck most of the time. And coming up on the last 30 seconds of the first period and the last 30 seconds of the power play. The two are kind of going hand in hand. One last rush for the Canadiens. Let's see what happens here. Oh, and the Bolts picked it off. Look at that. So coming in, Montreal got back. Looks like that's going to be the end of the period. Yep, end of the period. Tied at 1. After 1, they did kill the penalty. So anyway, that's about it, guys. Tomorrow I will be at Feeding Tampa Bay. And let's see. Thursday, we are going to have your friend and mine, Mike Broussard, from Fishhawk with the Crawfish Festival that is this weekend. Y'all know Mike's mom. Very active during hurricane season in Louisiana. So that's what's going to be going on. And then I believe Jocelyn is working on some guests. Any news with Water Wars? Lizzie, as a matter of fact, I was hoping to have on Buddy the dog along with some of the other folks. We just couldn't coincide the schedules. You know, kids don't respond to emails as often as others do, it seems. So they emailed me once or twice. I emailed them 3 or 4 times, and we were going to have him on last night, but then I had another guest last night. Rock Riley was on. Tried to get him on tonight, never heard back. But, yeah, Denise, Bonnie, you know, Bonnie is Mike's mom, and, you know, Bonnie was always there for us. ESPN announcer said the Montreal penalty box looked like a clown car. It's kind of, why are you watching on ESPN, Nancy? You should be watching on the spot, unless you're not local, but you should be watching on the spot. So anyway, you guys have a good night. Oh, yeah, Charlotte. Yeah, Jocelyn reached out to the Green Thumb Fest. I don't even know what that is, but Jocelyn texted me and was reaching out to the Green Thumb the Green Thumb Fest. So maybe that'll become a thing. Just got a notification a burn ban is in effect in Duval County until further notice. Not sure why I got that text, but I got it. So there it is. And I would think it's going to be in effect for the entire month of April and May. So that's it, guys. I'm going to go watch a game. And tomorrow night, I think women's hockey's on, so I don't think we're on the spot. But we'll see if we have a guest. I got a long day tomorrow. My daughter Ryan has an awards ceremony at her school at 8:20 in the morning. Then I'm going directly over to Feeding Tampa Bay to do a hurricane talk. And then after that, I think I'm not sure, but I'm not going to drive all the way back to Palm Harbor after being all the way over in Tampa. So I'll probably just kind of hang out here. And then we'll be back tomorrow night at 7:30. So you guys have a great night, and I will see you on tomorrow night's edition of Dennis Phillips Live. We'll see you guys.